could you imagine what this means? The sort of crazy quilt and whack-a-mole problem you'd have with whether you're born in Florida versus whether you're born in New York, and that you could have very different results as to whether you're now going to be a citizen. The kind of fear and disruption that's going to cause in thousands of people's lives, and the sort of cruelty of that. I mean, it just seems like if there's any case where it would be appropriate to have nationwide injunctions, this seems like a perfect fit.
Tomorrow, I believe the U.S. Supreme Court is scheduled to hear the case of birthright citizenship, the challenges the president is bringing to that. What do you expect from that, and how important is that case?
There's the substance of that case, and then there's a very important procedural issue. What is before the court is the procedural issue. Now, the substance is, of course, the thing that everyone is thinking about, which is it has been a mainstay of our view of the 14th Amendment that there's birthright citizenship. It is in the Constitution. It has never been questioned. There's also a congressional statute that says the same thing. Every court that has dealt with the Trump newfangled view that even, just to be clear what their position is, even people who are here in this country lawfully, such as graduate students on a student visa who are here completely lawfully, their view is if that person has a child, and of course that child is born lawfully, I mean, they haven't done anything wrong, but neither has the mother and father. The position of this administration is they do not have citizenship by right. And no court has agreed to that. Every court so far has said that that is wrong. When it first was raised, a judge who was appointed by Ronald Reagan asked the government, where were the lawyers in the administration, the Trump administration, who vetted this before you came to court? Because it was so shocking to him. That, however, is not directly the issue that is before the Supreme Court. What has been taken up before the Supreme Court is an issue that has been kicking around in various administrations on what's called nationwide injunctions. So a judge who's just a district court judge sometimes will rule in a case that this cannot be done and says, I'm going to issue an injunction that bars this procedure for the entire nation, not just for the area where I am. And this is one that no administration likes nationwide injunctions. When people who were Trump loyalists were suing the Biden administration, they loved nationwide injunctions because they were in the opposition party and they were trying to get that with respect to the Biden administration. Well, now the shoe's on the other foot, and the Trump administration is saying you shouldn't allow these nationwide injunctions.
Hi, I'm Janice, and I am co-founder of Jews United for Democracy and Justice, as well as the America at a Crossroads weekly virtual town hall series. If you like this video, don't just watch. Head over to our website where you can subscribe for early access to new programs, see our upcoming schedules, and participate in our weekly live streams. You can also connect directly with our guests live on Zoom. Head over to JewsUnitedForDemocracy.org. Thanks for watching.
And so the merits are not directly related. Now, is it likely that it will come up? Yes, because one of the notable things is that the administration doesn't even have the temerity to bring the merits of the case, at least yet, to the Supreme Court, which gives you a sense of just how weak an argument it is, in my view. But it's also the case that even if you thought there was a problem with nationwide injunctions, this is not the case to say it shouldn't happen, because could you imagine what this means? The sort of crazy quilt and whack-a-mole problem you'd have with whether you're born in Florida versus whether you're born in New York, and that you could have very different results as to whether you're now going to be a citizen. The kind of fear and disruption that's going to cause in thousands of people's lives, and the sort of cruelty of that. I mean, it just seems like if there's any case where it would be appropriate to have nationwide injunctions, this seems like a perfect fit.